right, welcome back. As we count down to the 4th, health experts at LCMC want to remind you of the importance of safe practices when you are working with these fireworks. So here to discuss burn and firework safety is Dr. Jonathan Shane, Medical Director of the Medical Center Verified Burn Center. So Doc, first of all, thank you for being here. This is such an important topic because we were just talking in the commercial break. People know it's dangerous. They do it anyway. It's fun. There's safe ways of doing it. But what happens when they actually suffer a burn?
So when you suffer a burn injury, there's various depths that the burn can go down to. You know, the ones that people are probably the most familiar with are when you're cooking at home, you get a little steam, your skin gets a little bit red. That's a superficial burn. Okay. Deeper than that is when you have blistering, and that's when you should be worried. That's when you need to get in and see us because blistering is, by itself, that's that outer layer of skin that gets red when you get a sunburn coming off. Right. When you're deeper to that, that is the regenerative healing components of your skin. If you injure those, then that's when you end up with bad scarring, bad contractures, and disability from your burn.
What prevents people from going in after, like right after they're hurt?
I think a big part of it is people around here are tough. They're trying to tough it out. There may be some degree of embarrassment that they're dealing with of, you know, wow, I can't believe I did that. I picked that up and then it lit. I should have known better. And so then they delay care, and then what we actually see is people come in 3 or 4 days after the 4th of July, and their burn is much worse.
Wow, okay, talk about that. What can happen in those 3 to 4 days that you really want to prevent immediately?
So with the, like we were talking about, the regenerative part, that little bit deeper part of your skin, when you get an infection of a more superficial burn, it actually injures that. Same way infection hurts anywhere else in your body. And if it progresses and gets down to that layer, that's when your skin will lose the ability to heal on its own instead of regenerating skin. The same way when you get a blister, you don't get a scar from a blister. It's just that outermost part. When you have that further, deeper injury, that's when you get a burn scar. Okay, so when you have the kids also, they want to light the sparklers, they want to light the little fuse and run away quickly from it. Talk about when you need to worry that maybe your child did suffer something and when Neosporin at home is not enough. Right, right. So personally, I have young kids. I hate to be a killjoy. Sparklers burn at 2,000 degrees and fractions of a second touching a child's skin. Children have much thinner skin than adults, literally. So that's why, you know, bath temperatures are very important for children, whereas adults can stand a little bit warmer bath temps. Same goes for sparklers. What could just touching your skin not really hurt you, it can burn all the way through all the layers of their skin. And then you're talking about a 5-year-old that has to go the next 80 years of their lives with a disability from the injury. My goodness, okay. So personally, I don't let my kids handle sparklers. If they're gonna do it, very, very close supervision. Don't let them get their hand anywhere near where that's burning. You know, sparklers are magnesium. Magnesium is what the military uses to light difficult to light explosives. Magnesium ribbon, and so it burns very, very hot, very, very quickly, and it'll do that to your hand too. So good alternatives is go see all the beautiful fireworks shows in the neighborhoods, right? Yeah, leave it to the experts. If there's a public display near you, go to that. If not, what we do, my kids love to watch fireworks. There's people all over our neighborhood shooting it off. We're beyond 150 feet away from that. That is the safe zone with aerial fireworks where you shouldn't be underneath them or close to where they're launching by 150 feet. And we get to enjoy it, and Dad's not running back and forth lighting them and worrying about keeping the kids away. We just set up chairs and watch them. So in the last few seconds that we have left here, just the first aid kit should contain what to have at the ready when you are shooting the fireworks? So most important thing is actually a bucket of water. If you are shooting them off, having a bucket of water that if something ignites, you can dump the bucket on it. Duds, you can pour a little bit of water on it. Never try to relight a dud firework. That's when accidents happen. Okay. So if there's one thing you should have out there, it's that. If you do get a burn, clean it quickly, cool damp towel on it initially, clean it, clean dressing on it, then get to a care center. Awesome. Dr. Jonathan Shane, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for having me. Absolutely. All right, Zach.